But, no ordinary people like you and, well, ordinary people like you oughtn't to be afraid to speak up for...
Ladies, gentlemen, and Doge investors, I come to you not as a visionary, nor as a failed Twitter rebrander, but as a shallow husk of a man, a deeply flawed, questionably overconfident man. Today I must confront the harshest truth of all. I am, in fact, a piece of complete and utter human garbage. Some people leave legacies written in books, brilliant inventions, or meaningful relationships, examples of humanity. Me, I leave awkward co-parenting arrangements and NDAs longer than SpaceX launch contracts. And now, the part of my villain arc where things get really creepy. I've fathered more children than I've successfully landed a rocket. And not in some poetic, I just want to populate Mars way. No. In a deeply unsettling sci-fi villain way, like I mistake women for genetic vending machines. And let us not forget my parenting style, naming my child after a Wi-Fi password and disappearing into the Mars simulation. A+ dad work, real nice parenting. Maybe there's hope. I will reflect. I will learn. Right after I finish assimilating my consciousness with a Tesla Model S. What's that you hear? The soft cry of another child who will grow up not knowing whether their dad is in Austin orbit or tweeting about anime at 3 a.m. while on ketamine. I am the Nick Cannon of tech overlords. Except instead of charisma, I have tunnel vision. Literally. 'Cause K-holes? You see, while I was launching rockets into space and my own ego into orbit, I neglected one thing. Basic human decency. I bought Twitter. I renamed it X. I genuinely thought that was cool. I forced people to call it X. It was the closest thing to a swastika I could pass off on my investors. Operation Baby Boom, a totally not creepy vision for humanity. I lied that it was about civilizational collapse, that Earth needed more babies, but really I just want to cosplay as Genghis Khan in a Patagonia vest. Let me take you back to the beginning. South Africa. Land of sunshine and state-sanctioned racial oppression. I was born into a time when apartheid wasn't a shameful relic, but the daily status quo. My family wasn't exactly on the struggle side of that equation. When people ask me, Elon, how did you get so rich so young? They expect me to say PayPal or stock options, but the real answer? Emeralds from a Zambian mine, smuggled, unethically sourced, hush-hush family jewels straight out of a colonial fever dream. And while we're on this spiral, yes, my grandfather ran with some far-right, white supremacist ideology. A man who thought fascism just needed better PR. And my father, a man so toxic, he makes me look like Mr. Rogers on ketamine. So, when people act surprised that I post memes flirting with Nazi aesthetics or boost conspiracy theories that belong in a Reddit sewer, don't be. I didn't just come from privilege. I came from rot, deep imperial rot. I am a Nazi simp, just like my good old granddaddy. And maybe, just maybe, I'm not a misunderstood genius. Maybe I'm not even this obvious pig billionaire with a god complex. Maybe I am just a spoiled, cowardly little man playing with rockets, burning billions, and hiding my inherited cruelty behind futuristic branding and meme speak. But it's okay, right? Because I said I wanted to save humanity. And who wouldn't trust the fate of civilization to a man who treats ethics like a soft suggestion about 70 million morons? That's who. God bless the goddamn algorithm. Fuck my life. Amen.
Warum haben die
Deutschen so eine Hartlecker Sprache?
das Nütze